Welcome to day 10 of our financial detox challenge. Today we're looking at discipline, another important tool for financial freedom. It is often said that without discipline, it is difficult to achieve anything. And discipline has also been mentioned as one of the most important ingredients for success. So if we desire success in our lives or in any area of our lives, we need to have self-discipline. Thomas Huxley defined discipline as the ability to make yourself to do what you should do, when you should do it, and doing it whether you feel like it or not. So here we can see that discipline and feelings don't go hand in hand, because as human beings, sometimes we feel like doing something, sometimes we don't feel like doing that particular thing. But if you want to see financial freedom, we have to make ourselves do what we should do, when we should do it, regardless of how we are feeling. And financial discipline also refers to how well we are able to conform to our saving and spending plans with regards to our financial goals. So when we conform, it shows that we are disciplined. And when we don't conform, it shows that there's ill discipline in our lives, and we need to change accordingly. Then after that, we need to learn how to master our self-discipline. How do we do that? By knowing our weaknesses. People go around acting as if all is well, everything is under control, when they know that things are not under control. So this is the time when everything is slowed down to own up to our flaws and deal with them accordingly, so that we'll be able to overcome them and be financially free going forward. Number 2 is we need to remove temptations. The fewer distractions we have, the more focused we are on our goals. And when we're talking about temptations here, let your name be removed from the list of people who receive notifications for the sale that is about to take place from a certain shop. Remove your name from the online notifications about whatever latest trend is taking place. Be free from those. Even friends, as I mentioned yesterday, the company that we keep, if the company that we're keeping is keeping us in debt, we need to remove ourselves from that type of company. The next one is set clear goals and have an execution plan, because if we hope to achieve self-discipline, we need to have a clear vision of what we hope to accomplish. And also in this part, I want us to also have our own definition of success, because if you are leaning on somebody else's definition of success, you end up not reaching that goal, and you'll be discouraged. So define your own success, so that you'll have your own goals that you'll be able to achieve. And the next one here is build your self-discipline, because we aren't born with self-discipline. It's a learned behavior. And we know that as with any skill, if we have to master a new skill, we require daily practice and repetition and consistency. Consistency is key here. We need to be consistent in what we are doing. Just as going to the gym, willpower and self-discipline can take a lot of work or can be difficult. We know that starting a new habit is difficult, but it is possible. We can do it with consistency. We'll get used to it. We need to create new habits, and we have to keep it simple. Don't now start by changing everything. Start small. If you want to learn how to save or start to have a new habit of saving, you can even start with 20 rands or 50 rands, small amounts that will encourage you to save until you increase your amount to a higher one, so that you can get used to that habit. Because if you wait for the time that you have a lot of money, even when the lot of money comes in, you won't be able to save, because saving is not your habit. So the point here is start small, start something. And lastly, forgive yourself and move forward if you make a mistake. We are bound to make mistakes because we are starting, and we know that old habits can be difficult to get rid of them. So now when we start a new habit, we'll make mistakes here and there. The point here is learn from your mistake, grow from your mistake, because when we acknowledge where we fail, we are able to know next time when we get to the ditch that we're not falling into that ditch because we have learned and we have grown. And after we master, I think it's also important to strengthen our financial discipline. And how do we do that? By associating with savers, with investors, and mentors. Get someone in the financial industry to teach you, to guide you, to stretch you as far as finances are concerned. Spend time with people who are in the know. Follow people online who are giving out tips about finances and staying out of debt and be financially free. And the next one, start early. Those who are just starting to work, they're advised to start saving as soon as possible, because the sooner you start saving, the more your money will grow. And when your friends are talking about going out having fun, you are now start looking for investments because you want your money to grow as you are growing. And lastly, positive peer pressure is very important in strengthening our financial discipline because it inspires us to move to a higher level. We always want to grow, we always want to achieve our goals. And because on the other hand, negative peer pressure makes us to be complacent and comfortable in our messy situations, because you feel that you are not alone, you have company, your friends are in the same boat with you, so there's no need for you to jump out of that boat. But if we want to be self-disciplined, we need to hang around with people who give us positive peer pressure. And in conclusion, studies show that people with self-discipline are happier and they tend to feel more satisfied with their lives. So the question is, do you want to be happy and do you want to be satisfied with your life? Then start practicing self-discipline. And as Thomas Huxley says, make sure that you make yourself to do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. So that's what I have for us today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow, when I see you with the next thoughts and ideas and new things, stay blessed. Bye-bye.